Hi, May. It's good to have you here. Let me ask you something. How many pages on your site quietly lose money every week? Think about that for a moment. Quick story. I ran this on a single dusty how-to page that still got a few hundred visits a month. It had no CTA, no product links, and an FAQ that was 3 years old. A tiny edit, a short affiliate card, and a one-page PDF lead magnet started returning measurable clicks within a week. Not a unicorn result, just a small win repeated across a few pages that added up. Here's the thing. You don't need a full rebuild. You need a reliable 60-minute workflow that attaches an AI mechanic to one page. Something that finds issues, proposes safe fixes, and spots tiny monetization signals. Doable, repeatable, and measurable. That's what we'll do together. First, what to measure. Keep it small. 3 numbers you can score fast. Freshness, intent alignment, and revenue gap. Freshness checks dates and stale facts. Intent alignment asks whether the headlines and top sections match what searchers expect. Revenue gap looks for missing CTAs, absent product links, or no lead magnet. Score each 0 to 10 and you'll have a priority number. You might be thinking, won't AI mess up my facts? And that's a fair worry. Guardrail, always show a confidence score, surface a source, and route low confidence edits to a human reviewer. If something touches technical specs or pricing, mark it for manual review only. That rule alone prevents most disasters. Now imagine the audit agent as a fast inspector. It fetches the page, extracts timestamps, headings, the first paragraph, and recent comments. It runs a quick intent classifier on Title Plus H2s, looks for buyer keywords like buy, best, coupon, review, and checks for product mentions without links. Output, freshness, intent underscore mismatch, revenue underscore gap, and a suggested priority. Simple JSON, instant insight. Here's a little how-to while we talk. Minute 0 to 10, run the audit and pick a page. If freshness is low or revenue underscore gap is non-zero, keep going. You'll use that result to tell the fixes agent what to do. I'm weaving the checklist into the flow so you're not memorizing a separate list. You're doing it as you think. Fixes should be small and template driven. Don't let the agent rewrite paragraphs at will. Instead, give 3 headline alternatives that preserve SEO keywords, 2 CTA options, soft and direct, and a concise FAQ insertion drawn from high confidence snippets. Tag every edit with a short rationale and a changelog entry. Quick interruption. Here's the catch. Even good edits can hurt if you push them blindly. So use a staged publish flow. For headline and CTA swaps, push to a test URL or A/B test for 72 hours. For anything that changes claims, require human approval. And always keep a one-click rollback. That way you test small, learn fast, and limit risk. The signal agent is what pays for the system. It reads the page and asks, where are unexploited commercial cues? It looks for comment questions, product mentions without links, and long-tail phrases that imply buying intent. Then it surfaces 3 micro offers, a tiny lead magnet, a suggested affiliate product, and a low-friction microservice or booking CTA. Example, a gardening guide without product links. Comments ask about pruning shears. The signal agent suggests an affiliate card plus a one-page pruning calendar, PDF. Result, on small pages I typically see a single-digit percentage lift in center on that module, and measurable affiliate clicks within 7 to 30 days. Not explosive, but reliable. Another example, an informational service page. Added 2 field booking CTA as a micro offer, name and email, instead of a long form. That lowers friction and often produces leads you can follow up on. Track those leads for 2 weeks, and you'll see whether the micro offer converts into consults. Tools? Start small. An HTTP fetcher, a tiny intent classifier, open source ones work fine, a prompt-driven editor, and a changelog that stores diffs. Serverless functions or low-code platforms are perfect for a proof of concept. If you use paid APIs, set cost caps and limit edits to non-critical pages first. The goal is to prove ROI before you scale. Let me plant a simple 60-minute run in your head and watch how I fold it into the audit/fixes/signal flow. Minute 0 to 5. Pick the page and fetch it. Minutes 5 to 20. Run the audit, score the 3 numbers, and decide priority. Minutes 20 to 35. Let fixes generate headlines, 2 CTAs, and 1 FAQ edition. Minutes 35 to 45. Run the signal agent and pick 1 micro offer. Minutes 45 to 55. Prepare the changelog and queue edits for review. Minute 55 to 60. Stage the safe edits and set a 7-day watch on clicks, center, and conversions. What to monitor after publish. Page clicks, center on internal CTAs, conversion events tied to your micro offer, and bounce rate changes. Expect to see signal changes in 7 to 30 days. Headlines and CTA swaps often show center movement within 72 hours. If a metric drops, revert and inspect the changelog. Risks are real. Hallucinated facts, SEO regressions, and accidental style drift. Mitigations: human review gates, staged publishes, small batches, and a conservative rollback plan. Start with low traffic or non-critical pages. Pay attention to the first 7 days after each change. So what's a core idea? Treat maintenance like a system. Detect, propose, surface signals, and repeat. Small, safe edits compound. 1 clear CTA or a micro offer on many pages becomes predictable. Repeatable income, not busy work. Before you go, a single practical action to do tonight. Pick 1 page with traffic that hasn't been touched in 6 months. Run a quick manual audit. Freshness, intent alignment, revenue_gap. If revenue_gap is non-zero, add 1 small CTA or a 1-line affiliate suggestion and schedule a full 60-minute sprint this week. Check this out. You'll get signals within days. If this episode helped, subscribe so we can keep building practical systems together. And 1 question to act on tonight. Which single page will you attach your first AI mechanic to? Tell me about it where you follow the show. Let's connect the dots. I'm Ace. Well, that's enough to think about for today. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. I'll catch you in the next one.